सो स्टूडेंट्स हमारा काफ़ी सारा जो कंटेंट है वो क्लास में कवर हो चुका था. देयर आर सम left behind which I would like to share through these recorded lectures. So the topic for today's lecture is whey. What is whey? As I have already told you, it is one of the richest form of protein that is present in milk. It is actually the liquid that drains from the curd of clotted milk, and it contains lactose, proteins, water-soluble vitamins, and also some minerals. Whey comprises 20% of the protein in the milk. How much? It is 20% of the protein of the milk. So in the picture you can also see that when we strain the curded milk, you can see the water that is coming out of the clotted milk is the whey protein. So, two proteins which are alpha-lactalbumin and beta-lactalbumin constitute approximately 80% of the protein in the whey. And these proteins contribute to the viscosity and stability of the food. When the whey protein is ultra-filtered, it is to be done that the concentrates of those whey protein can be created that may be added to the yogurt, and it may be dried for the use in items such as coffee whiteners to create the thickness, whipping toppings, chocolate drinks, etc. फिर उसके फर्दर प्योरिफिकेशन स्टेप्स भी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और उस फर्दर प्योरिफिकेशन स्टेप से हमें क्या मिलता है? वे प्रोटीन आइसोलेट that can be effective in achieving the desirable textural properties that may be added in infant formulas to make it more enriched. As a result of this action, the tendency of the whey product promotes gel formation in the product. Whey protein is also known as one of the quick supplements that is used by many of the weight trainers, so that if they cannot take the protein from their food, they can compensate it by taking the whey protein isolates or whey protein concentrates by adding it in their shakes, etc. Shakes, milk, water, वगैरह. So whey contributes a good amount of protein in food. The next topic of chapter milk is ice cream. Okay, ice cream is known to be as a frozen dessert. It contains at least 10% of milk fat, 20% of total milk solids, and no more than 0.5% of edible stabilizer. It also gives the flavoring particles to the milk. अच्छा, ये जो डायग्राम है it actually explains all about the frozen dessert ice cream. इसमें आप देख लीजिए, एक इसकी composition बताई गई है. Chemical composition of ice cream has the tiny fat droplets that are suspended in water to create a smooth texture and evenly distributed ingredients. Obviously on fat की जो है वो emulsified होते हैं, जो fat present होता है in milk, and maybe some more fat will be added to the ice cream in the form of cream to make it more smooth and more palatable. You can see the fat droplets over here, which is surrounded by milk proteins. They act as a good emulsifier, which improves the mixing of the water and fat. इसीलिए वो एक अच्छा emulsifying product आपके सामने नजर आता है. Okay, here you can see the overrun. What is overrun? That I will explain in later slides. लेकिन overrun you should know by percentage. It is the expanded air which is formed in the making of ice cream. The lower the percentages of overrun, the thicker and denser the final product. उसकी टेक्सचरल प्रॉपर्टी उतनी ही इन्हांस्ड होगी जितना उसमें ओवररन जो है वो कम होगा. And I'll explain to you later on with the diagram what does overrun actually mean. So thus here you can see the types of frozen desserts: composite ice cream, low-fat ice cream, frozen custard, sherbet, meringue, and parveen. And they all are categorized on the basis of their percentage of milk fat and the total milk solid that is present in them. So they are categorized on that basis. You can see here that the difference in their milk total milk solids and fat percentage. Preparation of ice cream. This is one of the topics that is not given in your book in very much depth. So एक फ्लो चार्ट की फॉर्म में आपको एक्सप्लेन करना इनफ है आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए. That is why I am explaining it very precisely. First of all, the cream, sugar, and other ingredients are to be standardized. Then the process of pasteurization occurs. It is then homogenized, and then it is kept for cooling and aging. Why cooling important? The rapid cooling is important because of the textural property of the ice cream that I'll tell you later on. After that, aging. Aging means the ice cream is to be kept for some time so that the desired crystal particles can be achieved along with the rapid cooling and agitation. Then partial freezing is done, and after that the flavor addition is done with the addition of some flavors, fruits or nuts. Then packaging, hardening, and the ice cream is kept in the frozen storage. Rapid cooling is important because it helps in the formation of very fine crystals, which are essential to achieve the desired smooth texture, while the slow freezing creates the larger crystals. And as we all know that to have a good texture of the ice cream, the crystals should be very, very fine. And agitation also occurs due to the same purpose. And what happens when agitation occurs? Air, which is like naturally present around us, is actually incorporated into an ice cream mixture by agitation. It aids in achieving a comparatively uniform texture, and throughout it gives the temperature that becomes uniform. Another effect that of agitation is that the fat globules which are present in the cream and milk, they coalescences, right? Excessive air in the ice cream that may not be whipped into a mix as specified by federal state standards. So there are some standards that are proposed by the food authority. If the excessive air that is present, if not be whipped into the mixture, it is not known to be as the standardized ice cream. The increase in volume due to air is known as overrun, as I have given the introduction in the beginning. So what is overrun? It is actually the increase in volume percentage, and it occurs in the ice cream in which the agitation occurs. Here you can see that overrun has created 30% more volume in the same final product as the container to the right hand side, which is without overrun, and this finished product is inconsistent with ingredients, texture and color. So there is no overrun occurred in the right container. How the overrun is calculated? The percentage of overrun is calculated by the formula given in the slide: volume of ice cream minus volume of the mix that is used divided by the volume of mix that is used multiplied by 100%. If the percentage that is the result that will be given would be the percentage of overrun. For example, if a 1 gallon container of ice cream contains an equal measure of ice cream mix and air, it has 100% overrun. And an overrun in ice cream may range from 60% greater than 100%. So 60 to 100 के बीच में जो है वो ओवररन रेंज कर सकता है.